Hello, it's Colette. I just felt I wanted to pop on and do a wee bit more mediumship, and because I felt there was a kind of need to do it, and I don't know why. So I'm just going to wait and see who or what comes through and just pass it on. It should only be a wee short session, but it's obviously important. The first person that's through is like a granddad figure, a great granddad, and he says, Annabelle's doing fine, don't worry about her. I'm not sure if he's connected with the name George, if that was his name or it was like a brother to him or something like that, but he says, I think Annabelle's a wee girl and he's either a grandfather or a great-grandfather, and the names, I think George and Jim, are important. And Annabelle's doing fine, don't worry too much about her, okay? She's got love and support and spirit. Get a few wee light flashes going on in here today. Sorry, this is a bit confusing. I just feel as though I've got someone trying to get through but's finding it quite difficult. And it's because they seem very, very sad. So I don't know if they're very soon over or they maybe in some way didn't look after themselves. And all I'm getting is this saying, it's almost as though it's a feeling of, I couldn't take it anymore. I'm sorry. And I'm getting what I feel is a name, Ashley or Ainsley, something like that. But I think that person might be here. It could be them. I think this is someone that maybe took their own life and is just starting to get through. Now, the book I'm writing for next year will have a section on it and what I believe and I've been seeing that happens when someone goes over with a suicide, and I hope it will help a few people. I really do. So Ashley or Ainsley, thank you. I've got a message for Trisha. This is from, I think it's Geraldine or Jerry to Trisha. That she's doing fine in spirit and it's everything she expected it to be. Okay. There's a man coming through and he's got a tattoo that he's showing me. I think it's on his arm. Hope it's not his thigh, but I think it's his arm. And it's like a big W with, it's hard to see, it's either like tree branches or it's a snake going up and down the W. It's something curling round the W. And said that it was like his pride and joy, the W with the looping. I think it could be brambles or a snake, I'm not sure. But he knows that someone here will know what he means. And this man or the person that he's actually putting the message out to likes like cornflakes, like Kellogg's cornflakes, and they like their cereal. I don't know why that's come through, but there we go. I like that tattoo. It's quite, I don't think it was tiny, I think it was quite big. It was his pride and joy. Maybe it represents a person. I shouldn't add that on. White Storm's always telling me not to embellish. That was my thoughts on it. But leave them alone. Just take what was said or shown. Because as mediums, we shouldn't embellish in any way. We shouldn't add anything. We shouldn't take it off. And even though I've been doing this a long, long time, it's as though I want to explain to people. And what I think this could be because of maybe my experience in doing it. But, White Storm, the amount of times he tells me off for doing it. It's like, that's not exactly what was said. And when you give exactly what is said, that's things that's needed. So anyway, the big W. I've got a Kathy or Catherine in spirit. This is for a woman that's here that I think might be Kathleen or Catherine as well. And it's like a grandmother, very, very, very happy with the woman that she's become. And although she's stepped out of comfort zone, stepped out of tradition, this woman's very, very proud of her. Thank you. There's a message from a Richard in spirit who is settled very well. I hear the word coin, like a coin, but again it could be, I don't know, could it be a surname? Cohen? It sounds like coin or cone or cone. This is from a Richard, connected in some way to what I'm trying to say there. I didn't think he would do this, but he needs people to know that he's very settled in spirit. I think this man liked quiet time, so he can have that where he is, that sense of time to think. Thank you. I've got a Mary in spirit who wants to say, I'm struggling today with some of these words, sorry. But I'm going to do my best. A Mary that wants to... Do you know, I think what I'm hearing is flucoxin or flucloxin. And do you know, I think White Storm, don't tell me off if this is wrong. I think she's trying to say the name of an antibiotic. And one of her darlings that she left behind, that's what she's saying. One of her darlings should be taking this, should be taking it. So I think Mary has a relative here that should be taking a flucloxacillin or a floxicam or something like that, some medication that's like floxicam, flucloxacillin. He's not completely telling me off, he's almost allowing me to go with it, so thank you. Someone take your meds. Mary is worried that by not taking your meds that you're not looking after your health, okay? So please, she knows, she sees what you're not doing. Okay, yeah, White Storm's letting me roll with that one, so that's okay. Oh, he's such a staunch discipline guide. I do adore him, but my God, White Storm. Anyway. I think this is a Spanish name. Diego. Is a man in spirit, and his family have split over something, and he needs them to know that it needs to be settled soon, because if things aren't settled soon, then it will drift and it won't be back to being the way that he would want it to be. I think this man, I'm hearing a drum beat, so I don't know if he played the drums or if he had a real rhythm. I'm a cracking dancer, so it's like drum beat. I feel I want to do this with my fingers all the time. I can't snap my fingers, but I think he could very well. It's weird the things you get, isn't it? So whatever split the family needs to be brought together quickly, or it will drift. I'm sorry if I haven't got your name right, darling. Okay. Jim's saying hello to Moira. I don't think he's been over too long, maybe a year or so, and he's proud of how she's moved forward herself. Very proud. And there's a Damien in spirit, it's not here I don't think, who has met with, like, I think it's John, Papa John, and so many of his relatives, and he just needs those left behind to know that it didn't hurt. It just didn't hurt. It was over in a second. Thank you, darling. That's a heavy message. I think he may have left a friend or someone here of the name Clark. That might help someone match him up. So Damien, John, Clark. Okay, that's kind of bowled me over a wee bit. I think there were a few important messages there, even though I don't totally understand them. I'm giving them out to you, and I hope that if you know who they could be for, that you pass them on, please. And if you know and they are for you, could you please acknowledge them to me, whether it's in the comments down below or even in an email. You know, even if you don't want to put your name up or whatever, just let me know, because it helps me. Mediumship is the sort of last thing I'm doing now. Like, I don't do readings anymore, guidance as such. It's all about teaching, it's all about writing my book. So the mediumship is the last thing I do, connecting me with that sort of energy to you that's not teaching, and I really do enjoy it, but it is a bit exhausting, but I still want to do it so much. So please give me a wee thumbs up if you like the mediumship videos. I know that with the amount of people that view them that you obviously do, but give me a wee thumbs up anyway, and I'll watch it on this one, and if I get a lot of thumbs up, I kind of know that you appreciate it, and that's all I need. I don't need anything else. I just need you to know that you appreciate that I'm opening the channel for whoever may get a message. And I know there's lots of people sort of coming on and saying, I would like to hear from my mum, or I'd like to hear from an animal that's passed, I'd like to hear from this, I'd like to hear that. Now that's fine, you putting up that intent, that may guide them towards this channel, but I have to let you know at this end there's nothing I can do, nothing to bring a spirit through, and there's nothing I would do. I open the channel and it's quite hard for them to get through, so they must really make an effort and want to come. And I would never push or shove for someone to come through. So in a way, when I get all these messages and stuff from people saying, could you contact this person, could you contact that person, I'm so sorry, but no, I can't. I will be open, and if that person who is deceased and passed wants to come through and can come through, then I am open to it when I open up the channel. And I think the spirit beings are starting to know that now, because I think it's nearly a year since I started the mediumship in this format. So I'll be open and I'll accept whatever comes through, but please know, darlings, that I can't ask a specific name to come through. I wouldn't ask a specific name to come through, because it's just not right. But I am here and I'm ready if they choose to come through, and I'll do my best to get the message over to whoever it's important to. But that's all I can do. Please know, I'm a medium. A medium is just a conduit for the spirits, and it's a lovely thing to be able to do, but it has its limitations, and we just have to be receptive. So I hope that those messages can make sense to certain people, and I hopefully, with thumbs up, know that you're supportive of these videos. So many blessings now. It was lovely. I'll thank the spirits. I'll close down. I'll thank White Storm, and then I think I'll go and have my dinner. Bye now.